And here we go. Starting off with a tough to find any information about Gen 13 book. This is the German variant for Gen 13, issue number 4. Issue 4 and 5 have some crazy German variant covers, and this is freaking outstanding.
Wow.
Yeah, Savage Land.
Do you have that one?
I don't have this one.
Do you have it, Ben?
I do not. I don't have any foreign Gen 13s. No, I do not have any foreigns.
Man, that is good
at all.
Dude. Mama.
This one was about a $30 book, and now it's sold for $50 this week. I don't know how rare it is. I mean, so if you guys are like international people or whatever, maybe you can tell me how rare this book actually is, because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Up the Down 7 says, damn, we're putting foreign variants on here now? We've always put foreign variants on the Almost 10. Yeah.
Not a bunch, but not a bunch, they do pop up from time to time, for sure.
Yeah. No. I don't know anything about this. I had a hard time finding information about it. I want to know when it really came out. Did it come out in 95? Because I couldn't find out anything. The original came out in 95. But
I don't know. Yeah. And I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever seen this cover anywhere else. Now, I could be wrong. I could have easily missed it somewhere else, but I don't remember seeing this anywhere else. And I don't know if it may be interior.
It's interior. Well. Yeah, it's interior.
Is it interior?
Yes, 100%.
There's a couple on eBay right now. I think I'm going to have to buy one.
Can we assume if it was made in the 90s that it was like way overprinted?
Well, if you remember, I think issue number 5 of the regular series has a Savage Land. I call it Savage Land, but a Savage Land. Fairchild, a Savage Land Fairchild cover, but it's not like this.
So this image was a centerfold.
There we go.
On said book.
Okay. Well, not only was it that, check this out. So somebody was lucky enough to have the color proof. They bought the color proof for this. Let me show you this. There we go. And had J. Scott Campbell sign it. So they did do a color proof for it. But yeah, it was a centerfold, so there's not going to be original cover art for it. So, pretty good stuff.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cabal!
All right. How much did this sell for?
$50.
In raw condition.
Yes.
There's a couple for $37 and $39 on eBay if you guys want it.
There we go.
They are not ours. We are not selling this book.
No.
And it's gone. No, sure.
Are you serious? Somebody bought it? Fuckers.
No, I'm just joking. I don't know. I just sold something on eBay. Wow. No, joking.
So it says that it's a trade. It's a trade paperback, I guess, foreign. I don't know. Before I buy any foreign, I'll ask international before I buy any fucking foreign, dude.
Yep. I agree. Wow. Thanks for everybody that's saying it's printed in 97. So
his inbox is probably exploding right now since we're talking about the book.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Bloodstrike Assassin issue number 1 from Image in 1995. Now this is very interesting because it does have a variant to this cover. It's a Rob Liefeld variant that I'll bring up here in a second. But what's very interesting about this, if you guys follow Rob Liefeld's IG, he recently put out a proof of concept for a movie that they are going to option Bloodstrike to do a movie. And he put out a proof of concept for it that the director that he's working with did. So that we might be seeing a Bloodstrike movie coming out soon.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting there. I'm looking at this thing going, okay, like a CGC 98 sold of this for $100. And I'm sitting there thinking, how? Like, this is like a $5 book at most. Like for like a near mint copy, like it should. There's got to be 250,000 of these things out there. That's the variant?
Yeah, this is the Liefeld variant.
Oh, that's
I
Look at
couldn't tell
those
it was
arms,
Liefeld.
bro. Holy cow, dude.
Looks like a fucking Conseco, bro.
Yeah. Jesus.
well, look at his leg is like a freaking plumbing pipe. Like
It looks like a missile, a torpedo.
Yeah.
holy cow.
It's a Deadpool on HGH, bro. On the cream and the clear.
So the first thing that surprised me was that you said that someone had this graded already.
I know, right? Like this was actually graded, but then it sold for $100. Like, I'm sitting there going, "There's what? I don't $100 on this? Like, okay." But maybe if he did post on, I don't subscribe to his Twitter or whatever you said you found it on, or X or whatever they call it now.
If they did a movie, this movie would suck.
Well, do you guys want to see what the proof of concept stuff looks like? I'll show it to you.
Yes.
All right, here we go. All right, so let's go to Instagram here. And let's put this on pause. And bada bing. Let's go check out our buddy Rob Liefeld's Instagram because he is a beast. And where is the proof of concept? Where is it? Where is it? Reels, maybe? Did he do a reel for it?
Like every character looks like Major X.
Yeah, here we go. Look at this. This is the proof of concept for Bloodstrike right here.
That's pretty cool. Looks like the video game.
Yeah.
That's how they kind of do proof of concepts now. Yeah. So what he said about this is pretty interesting. He was doing something else where he ran into this guy who does all the directing and stuff. It says, when taking a comic book from page to screen, there are always hurdles: screenplay, screenwriters, talent that attach and move on. It gets old really fast. I have waited to connect with a director with the same zeal for the material, someone who could nurture it to the finish line, be a true partner in the process. I met Phil Silvera on the first Deadpool film. He had just completed, it says here, his work on Daredevil seasons 1 and 2. He was the architect of those great hallway battles. He was a stunt coordinator as well as a second unit director on Deadpool, and he expressed his immediate and overwhelming knowledge of all things comic books to me. He had been there at the beginning of my own career and expressed his passion for my library of extreme characters. There was one that stood out above all of the rest, Bloodstrike. He told me we were going to make a film together, and he meant it. During the pandemic, we got serious, and he said he had a few jobs that he had to complete before he could turn his full attention to Cabot and the boys at Project Born Again. He promised he would create direct a proof of concept for Bloodstrike, showing me his exact approach. Here is your first glimpse at Bloodstrike as we work on our way towards a cinematic experience. A proof of concept shows the world and its characters for the interested parties looking to jump on board. So there you go. Be on the lookout for
I didn't know they were crossing over to DC. I mean, you see Red Hood. I mean, he got
I know, dude.
Pretty swole, dude.
That's the first thing I thought when I saw that proof of concept. I'm like, is he fighting Red? Is that Red Hood right there? What's going on here, man? Yeah.
Well, that wasn't Cable in the movie?
Yeah.
Red Hood against Cable. That was badass, dude.
And the mask, the way it lights up, it kind of looks like Deadpool.
Deadpool, Red Hood, whatever they want to steal, you know.
All right, moving on. Well, this it'll be interesting cool, if this continues to catch any heat. $100 for a 9.8 of this, like you said, with how many copies are probably out there. Yeah. All right, here we go. Go Team Adventure: The Art and Making of the Venture Brothers. This is a hardcover that Dark Horse put out in 2018. This is sweet.
Yeah, this is like obviously homaging like Goonies, right?
Yeah.
He knows this. I don't know anything. I know nothing about Venture Brothers at all. But he was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah, so it's it's
Goonies?
Adult Swim.
Danzig.
Yeah, it was an Adult Swim show, and then it was basically like a parody of like Johnny Quest and all that. So if you have never seen it, like
It's the best
definitely check
Adult
it
Swim
out.
show ever.
Yeah, it's hilarious, and then like just like the storylines that it goes down, like following like every episode, like it just gets more and more funnier, like or gets to be more of like what the f am I watching? But it's in a funny way.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
is it an homage? Is it homaging Goonies or is it homaging Danzig's other punk band, Misfits?
It looks like Goonies because the font.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
but maybe
Gotcha.
when did the Misfits logo come out?
Like
This doesn't look like
77.
Misfits
So maybe
logo.
maybe Goonies was
Yeah.
homaging Goonies homaged that. I don't know. But this
Oh, I don't know.
just remind like my first thought when I
Yeah.
looked at this, I thought of Goonies.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, I can see the Misfit school now though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the show is like a parody of like Johnny Quest. Is like the best
Oh.
way I can describe it. Like
We
that's
need
cool.
a prequel to the Goonies called the Fratellis.
Dude, that would be insane. That's actually a great idea. I think
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
Yeah,
ideas,
dude.
man. You know,
I would totally watch that.
So hated Carew says, or whatever it is, Carew says it's on Venture Brothers is on Max. Oh, okay. So maybe I'll have to check it out then.
It's so good,
Yeah.
Stein. So good, dude. What is Mr. Is the character Mr. Girl or what is the girlfriend? or,
it's what is that character's name?
it's a
Man, can
female
you
that
guys-
sounds like a
Yeah,
man.
the female that sounds
but
like
she's super hot. Yeah.
I just thought of this right now. Could you imagine a young sloth,
Yeah.
right? If you did the prequel. Hey, you guys!
Dr. Girlfriend. That's it. Yeah. Dr.
Oh, Dr. Girlfriend. Okay, there we go.
So
He's
All
like
right.
this little kid with this huge head. He's like, hey guys.
Fucking badass, dude.
I wonder how much this was at
Oh,
the
yeah.
gate. This probably had to be like a $30 hard.
I would think it was either $30 or $40
Yeah.
cover price on this, but this week it sold for $380.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Not bad.
Just
Not bad at all.
Mm.
All right, next. Oh, we talked about this one in the market report the other night. This is a ghost book right here. Daredevil issue number 1 from 2011. This is the Neil Adams 1 in 75.
Now, this came out at the same time as that Ghost Rider Neil Adams, right?
Yep.
yeah, this is Chip Zdarsky. I think it is.
Yeah.
Right? Is
The
it
run,
Chip
yeah.
Zdarsky?
The writer run.
The 2019. Yeah.
2011.
Oh, was it 2011?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that long.
Maybe it isn't Zdarsky.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
earlier this year, 2 separate 9/8s of this sold for $800. This week, a raw copy sold for $609.
Whoa.
Hey Joe, did we talk about this yesterday?
Yeah.
We did?
On the
I thought it did. Yeah.
On
Okay.
the market report.
Yeah, people
We talked about it on the market report on Wednesday.
Oh, it was the market report? Okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure if we talked about it on Long Story Short too.
yeah, I thought we covered it. On long story short,
So
okay.
is there not that many listings or it's not that many sales? Like, why is it so ghost? It's the number 1 issue, right?
It's like I said, I mean, it's kind of like the same Ghost Rider from that same that Neil Adams had. That it just for whatever reason.
You're talking about that Alejandra Jones, the first female Ghost Rider one. Yeah. I got you.
The Neil Adams. It's on the bike or whatever. That's like
Yeah,
standing up.
that's like a 1 in 75 too, right?
Yeah. So they're both,
Yeah.
and they're both Neil Adams. So that's why I was thinking this came out at the same time. But
Wow.
super hard to find in a high grade, bro.
Super hard to
Okay,
find,
I just went
period.
through our Long Story Short slides. We didn't talk about this yesterday, so people
Okay,
can't
so it was on the market report.
Yeah, so people can't shout collusion. So
No, Bryan had this on Wednesday.
okay.
All right. Well, moving on. Next, we have got a sick Scotty Young cover. Darkstalkers number 6. The cover B is a gorgeous Scotty Young variant. Holy cow. I've never seen this, and this is beautiful.
Yeah, this is from 2004, so this is long time ago. Scotty Young. This one's not. I wouldn't say that this is the hardest one to find, but it is a B cover from Udon. So I mean, they're not like all over the place.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, dude. I've never seen that book, man.
Some of these Darkstalkers covers are great on 90% of them.
Yeah, this one's really good. But this was like a $25 to $30 book before, but this week it sold for $50.
Anytime I see that Capcom logo, I geek out. I love that Capcom logo. It immediately makes me get nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So cool.
I love style that Scotty Young does like this, where the characters are a little bit more elongated and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's damn good.
Hey, Bryan, did Capcom, did they do Double Dribble too?
I can't remember. I didn't the same people that do Double Dribble did Blades of Steel.
Yeah, I think so. So.
I remember Double Dribble. There was like a glitch where you could automatically score.
3-pointer.
Yeah, dude, right in the corner.
From the corner.
Yeah, the corner.
Hell yeah, baby.
Double Dribble is Konami.
Yeah, Konami, right. Son of a bitch, that was the game, dude.
Fight.
Yeah, Blades of Steel. Fight.
Yeah, I love Blades of Steel. That was such a fun game.
Me too.
All right, moving on. Savage Dragon issue 137. This is the Obama variant. Now, there are like 4 different printings of this Obama variant, but this is the first printing. I like the red background one the most, but here we are.
Me too. Yeah, me too. I like the red.
Yeah, the only thing that I dislike the most about this book is Obama's shirt is super wrinkly in the midsection, but then is like perfectly starched on the top.
Yeah.
Well, he pulled his shirt out for a quickie, man. Pulled his shirt out and then took it.
It looks off too. The shirt looks off.
Well, it's something with his arm too, right?
Yeah.
Like who's standing?
It's the
like
middle
that?
of the shirt. There's something weird. But
maybe it's a bulletproof vest.
It's a great rendition of Obama. I mean, it looks like Obama, that's for sure.
Obama wearing a Republican tie. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this one sold this week for 75 raw, which is pretty high for this book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the time for Larson right now? Like with some of those rare Savage Dragon books? Like I know some of them have always been like historically high in price, but it could be his time now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge Eric Larson fan in general, but yeah, I mean, some of these Savage Dragon books are. I mean, they literally didn't even make, like, a lot of them don't even make the top like 350 on Comicron. Like their
Comicron, yeah,
are like non-existent. I mean, like there's probably less than 1,000 copies of some of these. Image just is like, oh, he's a legacy guy. This is a legacy character. We'll just keep putting them out. If he keeps writing them, we'll keep publishing them.
If McFarland doesn't watch out, Savage Dragon's gonna end up being the Spawn record eventually, right?
Spawn never stops. Yeah.
All right. Next, we have got, speaking of Spawn, issue number 230, the McFarland homage of McFarland, black and white, 1 in 25. So a lot of these 1 in 25 black and white sold this last week for some decent money, and they are tough to find and tough to press too, if I'm not mistaken, right, you guys? These they got that really, really strong cover paper.
I don't really have issues. But,
Mm-mm.
the only thing I do come up with white is sometimes, for me at least, on white moderns, all white covers with moderns, if there's something on there like shelfware and it starts building up, you got to be really, really light because the gloss can come right up with your soft eraser or if you're using a tissue or whatever. But usually they're pretty easy. Actually, they're really easy to press.
Well, the only reason I say that is because I sent a couple of these off to, I think, Big Leg or Trey back in the day, and they got back to me saying that they couldn't really help it out because I have a corner crunches on these, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, it was just it was too hard to press those out." So maybe I need to send it off to get repressed.
Okay, so what happened on this book this week? It was a CGC 9.8. It was a McFarland signature series. But this thing, I don't understand. So I know you guys are there. I know there's a lot of people that love these signature series books. I'm not one of them in general.
Yeah, not anymore.
Especially when they're. I mean, now if it's something super unique, whatever, some actor that doesn't really sign much and it's their character, then, that might be kind of cool. But, when McFarland signs 1 million books a year, it's not really that special. But I was looking at all or several of these signature series, some of these black and whites and stuff like that. And the price jump on it, on the signature series was insane. So this sold for $3,250 this week for a 9.8 signature series.
What?
Yeah, $3,250. Now the last blue label 9.8 of this book sold for like $1,700. So are you trying to tell me that McFarland's signature is worth $1,500? I can't believe there's no way that it's worth that much.
Well, these also sold this week. The 227 raw sold for $633, and the 226 9.8 signature series sold for $1,175. So tough books, man. I wouldn't. McFarland is signing so much now. For those of you guys that might be new to the hobby in the past couple of years, McFarland's signature was really coveted because he didn't sign very much, and he never did signatures like CGC signings, none of that. And it made his signature worth a lot.
Yes.
And now he is signing everything. I mean, I saw a video where he signed like 1,000 Hot Wheel cars. He signs all day, every day now because he's making money.
The motherfucker is signing like he's gonna die tomorrow. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
But then he creates an artificial scarcity on his signature series books, right? Where he only does like a signing
in
like
red.
one. Well, no, at CGC where the only time you can get a yellow label, right? It's like once a year, every 3 years or something like that. You know what I mean? Like where he creates a scarcity for signature series books, but then people just like this last signature series thing he had at CGC, he had like 20,000 books or whatever he had to sign or something crazy like that, where it was like pallets and pallets and pallets of books, and it took him not only like a full week, but he had to fly back in to continue to finish the signing.
Yeah, and they dropped in price that weekend. I remember everything just dived because he added to the census like twice the amount of signed books.
Do you guys think artists are pussies if they start crying that they've been signing a lot and they're tired?
I don't know what to think about
As
that.
opposed to like people that work outside in 110-degree weather and like drilling on the street and shit like that.
Of course, anybody that cries about working hard that works in AC is a pussy compared to somebody that doesn't.
Absolutely.
That being said, I know that this is a big issue because for the most part, artists and creators used to sign for free. And now they want money to do it. I think that the best way to do it is to say, okay, I'll sign your first 3 for free. Everything after that, I'm going to charge you a couple bucks each, $3 a piece, that type of thing.
I think it's fair when artists charge people that have like CGC witnesses or CBCS witnesses. I think that's a fair assessment, because people that are getting raw signatures and stuff like that, you know, they're collectors, like
For the most part.
nine times out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Or if they have it personalized, can you sign it to Aaron from Todd? Right, that's somebody that's truly a fan, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, I saw a video of Keanu Reeves getting mad that he had to sign a book, and he goes, "Fuck, man, let me do it." I think he was buying some jewelry, and he scribbled on somebody's magazine and threw the marker. It was fucking awesome, dude.
Can you make it out to eBay?
Okay.
Hey, I saw like Louis said you get him to sign a book he hates. That would be special. And I know he has like certain books that are off limits. But do you think that there is a way to, I don't want to say trick him into signing, but I mean you could cut out a window and then wrap the cover that cutout and if you did it just right, you wouldn't even see it. Yeah. And then he could sign in the window, and then you just pull the fake wrap.
Hell yeah, Ben! I like the way you think, man.
Oh, man. Right? I mean, you could put it anywhere. I mean, even if it was like a Spawn book that he's like, I'm never signing that Spawn book again. But you could get another one that has even if he signed it on the Spawn logo, to where that's where your cutout was just on the logo. But having that book that he won't signed and yellow labeled, that would be kind of
wouldn't it be crazy? He called you house. Hey, this is Todd. I'm over here at CGC. Don't think I didn't know what you were trying to do. I'm not sending you. I'm not sending you.
I signed it as Rob Liefeld.
That's when
you're not getting your book back, Ben.
That's when you send the book backwards, so it's the back cover, so he doesn't see the front, and then it's in that window, and then because I doubt CGC would care, right?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Wow, interesting. That's a big sale on this book. This is a big book, big book. All right, moving on. Our final book on the Almost 10 this week, Far Sector number 5, the Warren Lau variant. A great new Green Lantern character on the cover. Well, not new anymore, but back in 2020.
Okay, why is this book so hard to find?
It's a great question.
There's only been 3 sales in like the last 2 years on this book, and there are none listed.
Was this around that time period when DC started?
I don't
charging
know.
an extra $1 for B.
I don't know. Maybe
that's when COVID was popping off, dude. That's the week COVID just went bonkers. Right there in the middle of March.
Shops weren't ordering as much.
Right,
100%. That's exactly what they said. I remember this 100%.
Thank you.
That's what it was. Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, so this one might actually be pretty hard to actually low print.
And this was back when most of the shops weren't ordering B covers, right? They were just ordering A covers. Because I remember at one point, everybody during that time period was like, just grab the B covers because they're rare. Shops weren't ordering as many of them. So,
I don't know. This one sold for $50 this weekend. It's just a B cover.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
it's not
it
even
is
our
just a
first
B cover.
appearance either.
Yeah.
It's like our 5th appearance.
Oh, staff, go back. Get the other one.